I know everybody likes a little conspiracy, so I'm gonna throw a little conspiracy up there, and it has nothing to do with this Ferris wheel. This is a new thing that has appeared here in the mall, in the Rockland County Mall. There's something a little bit more sinister that I would like to share with you. Take a look at this. Do you know what these are? Anybody? Anybody know what this is? Does anyone know what these things are here? I used to work in this mall many moons ago, and I was always fascinated by these things here. And I remember going to the security office right where the New York fitness gym is. That gym, let me move away from these speakers. But look, you see these things here? And when I used to work, I was the manager to a Foot Locker. And when I worked in this Foot Locker, I always wondered what these things were, and I would ask. So let me go through the Dave & Buster's. I just finished seeing the fight. So we got a really cool mall here. Well, at least there was a time when it was cool. Now it's a little run down. But when I worked in this mall, I would always wonder, what in the world are these things here? See this? What is this? And I would ask the security, hey, what are those things right there? And what I found interesting is that these things, I have come to the realization that there was a time in America where if you wanted to build a mall, you had to be able to provide shelter for the people, some sort of shelter. So if you're gonna provide shelter to, let's say, some sort of pandemic, some sort of, I don't know, some sort of craziness that might happen, you built the mall, but you also built LDs. You built these things here. You see these things here? These have been here when I worked here 20-something years ago. And these were here from the very beginning of the mall. So you have this mall, and down there is the food court, right? Tacky looking food court, no big deal. But what people didn't notice, and I've asked over 20-30 people, hey, you ever noticed that? And people say they've been coming to this mall for 10, 15, 20 years, never noticed this thing here. What would you call this? Huh? What would this thing be called right here? What would that thing be called? And look how close they are from each other. Let's say we can do the math. Let's say each one of these are 2 feet. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 feet here. And let's just imagine another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So let's just say between 25 and 30 feet, every 25 to 30 feet, you have one of these. Okay? So you're shopping at the mall, you're looking around, you are buying things, you're having a good time, everyone is happy, everyone is smiling, but no one is looking around saying to themselves, what are those things? I would argue, or I would surmise, that these things here And there are tons of them all throughout the whole entire mall. And they've never taken them down. They just put cameras underneath them. But all these things were built when this mall was built. These are little towers. You know, when you go hunting and you're looking for game, they have those people that sit inside of the trees and they have those devices, right? So this is something I would say similar to that. Look at this. The mall is covered in these things, 30 feet apart. Okay? So they're 30 feet apart. And it goes from one end of the mall to the other end. Okay? A lot of new stuff has been built. I think this is new, this downstairs. When I say new, we're talking like 10 years, you know, but wasn't here when it was built. But this has been here. All of these things here have been here. How many malls in America have these things? Have you gone to your local mall and walked right past these things here? What is that? What is this? Can I tell you what I think it is? Can I tell you what I've surmised throughout the years? I would call those gun towers. I would say that this here was an idea that was given to the makers of this mall. And this idea was basically, if ever there was some sort of event and they needed to bring people into a space, they would have men and women work in these gun towers. And the reason why that they're 30 feet away from each other is so that they can have the drop on anyone. And every single one, every person will be able to be watched. They would not be able to get together and start some sort of coup or anything like that. They would have to, they would be able to recognize who the aggressors are and things like that. So for the last 25 years, I've always wondered, what the hell is up with those towers? And I've asked security, I've asked people that work here, I've asked people that had these little tiny kiosks, what do you think this is? People just do not even think about this stuff. They don't look at this stuff and say, wait a minute, why are these things 30 feet apart? Okay, that's because they're up that high so that they can look down at the group of people that would be gathering in here and keep them under gunfire or under gunpoint. There would be a constant, there'll be some sort of gunning, or what is the word I'm looking for, where they just keep the drop on you. They just got the drop on you at all times. So just imagine this area filled with thousands of people. You know, each one of these blocks represents a person. So we can potentially have thousands of people all throughout this whole entire mall, all throughout the mall, all different levels of people. And it goes from one end of the mall all the way to the other end of the mall. So it is conspiratorial, I'm sure. But I tell you one thing, it's compelling. Why are they there? What was the original plans? Were they forced to put these here in order to even build the mall? Were there malls built in this country where if you're going to build a mall, you got to build one of these things? You got to build gun towers so you can control the people. So think about these kind of things when you go out and when you're out and about. Look around, pay attention. See, they have this little maze here for the kids and the adults. They can go up and down this maze and have a great time. But what they don't realize is that, yes, it's a lot of fun, but look what could be. Look what could be right there watching you. A man or a woman with a rifle pointing down on you, watching every single move you make. making sure that you're not passing any notes, making sure that you're not communicating and trying to take over. This is not here so that we can help people. This is here so that we can control people. Don't get it twisted. Hi. Have you guys been coming to this mall a long time? Oh, have you been coming to this mall a long time?
Nah, like 2-3 years.
Oh, that's it. I've been coming here 20 years, and I always wondered what was these things here.
That's for security.
Security?
Yeah.
So
for some reason, it's for security because you got the steps and all that to change the lights.
Yeah.
But there's always security up there. That's what, to me, that's what it is too.
And look, take a look this way. There's 50 of them. Why do we need this much security? What do you think the original plan was?
I have no freaking idea, but you know what? You have a good choice. You have a good question about that.
Yeah, because, okay, we got one for security. Why is the whole entire mall covered in them? What was the plan?
Just
to have...
That's a shooting or something and shit.
25 years ago, they were thinking about shootings?
You never know.
And they needed to have them 30 feet away from each other?
Well, I understand what you're saying. The first thing you're going to shoot. Boom. I'm ex-military. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go for sky high.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Can I surmise something? That this is some way of controlling people where you're looking down at them, making sure they don't pass any notes, making sure there's no coup going on. Just imagine if all of us was in a space, we're going to be like, yo, we getting out of here. And this might stomp that. So just something to think about.
You know what? I never noticed that shit until you prove it, but you got a good point.
Thank you, man. Be well, guys.